So two things I think are rather pivotal thoughts that need immediate expression, enunciation, profuse, meant, immediate consideration for the masses. First, I think we were all thinking this, really. I think society, you're just gonna have to. So, like, 1,000 people look at your picture from, like, scattered across the world, not your neighbors, doing it civil, and you get, like, this aesthetic score. So if you're like a chick, you're a good-looking young lady, you might have a social score of like a 8.73, let's say. So we were all thinking this. I'm sure of it. Everyone was thinking the same thing. As like a 8.73, you are never obligated. I think is the best way to say it. You are never obligated to enter into a zone below 7.5. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I was thinking this, okay, but then, like, you're then as an 8.73, that's a good score, I could imagine. I think a young lady could be proud of that score. Means most of the men who see you as optimally desirable, certainly better looking than the majority of them. But then at the same time, it's not allowed for you to go into like above a 9.25 region, and start like, as ladies do, claiming your territory, leaving your mark on the sofa and whatnot. Like you're gonna, poaching, the badder bitches. But I mean, here's the trick. I think if you let me finish, I think here's the real innovation though, is these sectors, you don't make it like, if you were doing everything around like tens, the 9.78 to 10 sector, like that's the precious sector, right? So you can't do that as like a pearl in the midst of region around it. That's not how the sedimentary thing works. That's foolish. You're already being digested by the slugs, It's like they're already like a fat in cases, and it's already eating you. It's already digested you. So like the people who qualify as like 0 to 0.5, which one can reasonably assume is going to be the majority of the population. That would be the center, and it would be like a Texas size zone in which these things aren't allowed to go outside they're not allowed to leave that center zone, which is huge. It's a huge zone. Most of your population is going to be found there, to be totally honest with you, though. But like, they're not allowed. But I mean, you got tons of space. All you fat fucks together couldn't fill half this. Couldn't fill 3/4 of that space, And you have enough of those Texas-sized regions, and then it goes outward from there. So that at 10, I think again. Let me finish my point, though. I think also, like the 10s, the 9.78 to 10 region, the finest crust, it has to truly be coastal region, because you got to always give this thing, means to escape the sluggish masses, which are, liable to swallow them. If they need to go by boat, a yacht, some sort of power, boat car. It wouldn't be you leave it on the table by giving them the outer thing around the coastal regions. I think makes most sense. And then so that I think we could probably institute that. I would think relatively quickly. That shouldn't be much problem. But also, I think it's necessary that women from it would be a good idea for women to always, have like a camera on your phone with unlimited data, like mine, and every single male, again, this is relative to aesthetic. So every single new male that comes within your given sphere as a female, you get it on your phone. If your body turns up raped, this thing was around you. It ought to have itself thoroughly examined and investigated. Okay, being like, it's you go to settings, right? You go to settings, the corner, ... on top of each other, and you just go and set your sphere. Again, it's with the score. It's with the social score, which is based on the aesthetic, which is all just objective opinion of others. I wouldn't be getting like we can't, whatever. But so if like you go and set your score, you go and set your sphere. So if you're if you're a hot chick, any single new, if you gotta, if you're that hypothetical, 8.73, right? Anything male that comes within 100 feet of your sphere of influence into your scenery whatsoever, you got this thing like holstered. You just kind of point you get good at it. It takes a couple. You point your pelvis right there. It has like a facial recognition. It's like this thing, and it's like based on how repugnant the vast majority of the things now on her camera are gonna be, relative to time. Where was this thing? No, the one that you just clicked on last Tuesday. Let me see that again. That thing is disgusting. Where were they even plausibly in the same atmosphere? Even 100 feet though. But I mean, I think we got our first suspect. Okay. Call it in. So it's like the hotter you are, reasonably 100 feet. That's perfectly reasonable. You are shining that bright, juxtaposed to the dim dross of the mostly fat dullard, faceless, ankle face, species that is like your zoologic counterpart. It's like whoa. Yeah, get him on there. 100 feet. He sees how hot she is. He has that. Given that little tool, he was. It's like what? This is just God. This genome is just so precious. You can't just it's just. He's so stingy with it. It seems. These poor females. So it's like the exact. So it's like for 90% of your males are just this ugly pig. At least where I am. And then on the exact opposite end of the scale, 90% of your females are this absolutely beautiful, shiny thing that would reasonably have a 100-foot radius. It's like then you're working together. You get these things on a network. If enough, that thing notices her easily within 100 feet. And because except that it's now reading like, nope. Look at that, jaw hair. There's the plausibility of that not being a male, it's statistically relevant that you get your phone out, you pointed at it, the thing, you get the face on there. I mean, no, look at how high she, within 100, he had every reason in the world looking like that, even, seeing her such as she looks in public, in places, shining as she would. Nah, I don't trust it. Captain, sometimes you just know, okay? Sometimes your gut, you ain't even eating nothing, it's already digested, you know it, okay? It's not unreasonable. Now, on the end of the scale, yeah, you're some heifer, I guess, sure, if you should see a man come within your 10 feet of your sphere with some sort of weapon and a roll of duct tape, sure, yeah, you can get him on your camera. Sure, in between whichever roll, whichever flap roll you were keeping your camera, go ahead, sure. I'm sure, the chances that it would have gotten by the surveillance of other females, this is, sure, go ahead. You're not hurting nothing. She's not hurting nothing. But again, it's relative to aesthetic, of course, I think. So I mean, I mean, we gotta do something to remake this society. This is a shit. If you capture society in a portrait, it ain't some gay Norman Rockwell painting where there's always a phallic symbol and someone sitting down next to it. Some dude sitting down next to it, like, oh hey there, baseball player. No. It is a disgusting septic tank. You know, very modern art. Let me just say that it's abstract, experimental. It is a full septic tank of pure diarrhea. Pure, clearly a botulism has occurred among all the feces in this modern art right there. That is society. It's not a Norman Rockwell painting, okay? We gotta do something. Anyone else got any better ideas? Raise your hand. You can't take your eyes off the screen, what, because the Arby commercial got stuck on the screen? Where's the signal? Okay? We can start listening to ideas. I don't think it's unreasonable. Oh man, I was gonna go do work. I thought of the perfect spot. And there's a carnival there. They are obviously, Cialis it's a Cialis reunion. They just set up carnivals. People go and do carnival games and they're like, hey look. As they like lick their eye, taste the temperature. Look, no one's looking at me from my reptile skin. I can go to a carnival. I can go on a merry-go-round. I can go to a fair. I could go to a state fair. But it's like I went to I've considered so many different places. I've just been wasting the whole afternoon. Where am I gonna go do work? I know the perfect place. There's no one there ever. Some jerk off comes in and comes next to me right here as I'm doing my work, just minding my own business. And it's not like I'm some fucking terrorist or some hacker. I'm typing. It's like it's narrative. It's pretty. It's insightful. It's a cerebral exercise. It's called reading. Well, I mean, it's not entirely obsolete. Hieroglyphics. I mean, you're really confusing. They're similar, sure. Uncanny, kind of similar. We're not talking about that, anyways. I was just, if any jerk off comes and parks next to me as I'm doing my work, it would be so awkward that all I'd have to do is get out my camera, and he'd have to slither away. But there was a carnival there, literally a carnival, over the hills, blocked by the trees. And on Fridays, the Kendall County Courthouse, somebody is so benevolent to give away, this guy donates 3 hours of free legal advice. That is so fun. That is so uniquely pro-social. It's like, that is, you don't buck with their fucking bread truck with the law. It's like that theology. You shut the fuck up. You don't know shit. Hire counsel, retard. I don't let retards represent themselves. It's not ethical. But I mean, 3 hours, this guy just donates his time. I'm not even being sarcastic. That's incredibly, I've never heard of that. I mean, there's agencies that are public funded that are meant to do that same thing, but this guy is giving in the place where is a 5-minute ride for me. That's what? Hold on. Let me get this straight. There is an opportunity for the cosmos to piss a little more drip into my fucking visage. And it's not, but in fact, it's taking a towel and saying, hey, you got some piss there. Wipe it a little off. Who is fucking with me? You are sick people. You sick pisses, you. And then I go in today because I'm going to, whatever, is it, LA Fitness or Esporta Fitness, whatever its market value is, I'm going to sue it for that on any number of the proofs the statutes I can prove they violated indiscrimination on my videos. And then I was gonna go last week, but sleeping schedule wouldn't allow me to stay up another hour. and then go talk to some guy over a complex issue. So I fell asleep, and then they knew I was coming today. I was on my way. They knew I'm going anywhere near there. I'm taking care of this shit. Oh, he didn't. No, he canceled today. That's just Cosmos, you always find that really, stinging kind of piss where it's like, this, you haven't had water. Like, do you remember water? It's like, there's some ADH in that piss. That is pure, sterile yellow piss right there. Stinging. But I also found this bag. They got this bag at the Goodwill, and this is an excellent bag. The quality of my life literally improved so drastically because somebody, I don't want to be so vain, get them in trouble and say, like, that guy could probably use it. No, look at that piece. Now they're not going to say, hey, there goes the trash person carrying a trash bag. Ugh, those ruffians, those no-goods. I can't wait to see them again. Yeah, I'm going to have the song from The Heavy. Yo, I can't wait. I'm going to see them. I'm going to look. Okay. I pull up that song. They say, hey, guys, hey, look at who we got here. The trash person carries the trash bag. And then, how you like me now? How you like me now? Boom. This is an excellent bag. I'm so happy I got it. I didn't get the legal help, which I would have, expedited, if just by another week until, the eventual, emancipation from this sick, twisted, cold reptile cage they have me in. These cold-blooded reptile things taste the temperature and shit, and they lick their eyes. It's sick. I can't stand it watching those. It's like your eye has that mucus. What is your? Oh, that is just sick. It's like sucking on a fucking fish egg or something. What? No, watch when they do it. When it's like then all of a sudden you just watch their tongue go and lick their eye. It's like, what the fuck? It's like that Simpsons episode where they're like, it's the Halloween one where they go they're eating the plate. It's like, they're like, lick your eye. Oh, go on, what's your story? Ugh. Why? This guy, I am all for integration, though, or at least, like, it's got to be a separate but equal. Absolutely equal, though. Separate but equal, sure. I'm not going to say you have to segregate. I'm not going to say you have to integrate. You say, this is you got to... History shows that, you're much safer segregating the thing. Because at least if you get your skull, stomped in, it's by someone looks like you. It's different. But you can't go like boycott some other race's business over it. If you get your face stomped by the white slugs around me. Anyways, I was just having those thoughts, having fun. I'm at the Montgomery Walmart. I was gonna work all afternoon at this place. Oh, that's a great place. The fucking Cialis commercial. Did they know how much I reference Cialis commercials? They upload the fucking thing in my goddamn sleep! They better come with it with a better commercial. I can't make fun of this thing. They get to just play this thing in my head. There's no ethic anymore to American commerce. Nothing. Giving me throat cancer. Anyways. Yeah, there. I'm eating them.